Oh, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. As I sit here and bless your space and bless your energy again for your reading, I, I feel the need to explain this title because Slew-Footed, Untailored Love. Listen, first, let me give you, as I prep my station, um, the definition of slew-footed. Okay, slew-footed is walking in a direction that doesn't match where you're supposed to be going. Um, I need to go back. I had notes. Let me go and see if they kept them in the earlier downloads. Okay, let's see. It was so in a spiritual context. When you are slew-footed, that means you have no direction. You've gone in the wrong direction. Can't, you know, get your stepping right or your footing right, is how the old folks used to say. Girl, don't you get no slew-footed, man. And I know if you're in the social media land, you've heard that term more regularly the last few weeks. And I'm gonna give context to why. And if it's so funny how spirit comes in, this came up in your general readings, not the slew-footed, but a slew-footed person, Tyler Lepley. But hold that thought because I also want to give the definition of untailored suit. That's a suit that's not been altered to fit to your body, your your size, your frame, right? And in spirituality, it can be looked at as trying to wear a relationship or clothing, rather, being the significance to the relationship, trying to wear a relationship identity or title that simply doesn't fit. Okay? And so knock need also came up. Let me drag y'all just for 1 minute, just one, because pay attention to my husband, the ultimate Aries. I don't drag y'all too much. So give me a minute. So knock need is when your knees touch or hit each other, don't do too much. Because this is also a spiritual significance again for working against yourself, blocking your own progress. Okay? Now, why do I bring these three terms up? They are all well, not all of them. Two of them, more or less, is significant. Hold on, this fucker so hot. I gotta hold it with the glove. Let me get a sip. One moment, because this is gonna be hot, and I know it. Ooh, that's so perfect. Okay, so Tyler Lepley, who is he? I brought him up in the Aries general reading. Y'all check it out. Had no idea that he is actually an Aries. His birthday is March 24th, actually. I think it was 1987, 1989, don't quote the year. But I got the birthday right because I went and did a little research as I was sitting in your love energy uh, the last few days because I was just like, why does he keep coming up? Now, yes, he is in the news. And why is he in the news? Because he just married Miracle Watts. Hold her for a moment because I'm going to get on her in a minute because I can't believe her. All right. Now, I'm not judging, but from the looks of things, this should be what the Taurus's title is, a very sticky fucking situation. But instead, it's a slew-footed, untailored relationship. Love. Okay? And so, interesting. Oh, but this is where I have to play devil's advocate, okay? Because your oracle is already making me in that spirit speak. Now, they came up in that reading because I was giving context to something that was going on with the two of you, whoever two of you are, that was spirit. It could be significant to one individual, could be to them. All right. Now, this is a dynamic that suggests or not suggests. Let me give you a few facts as we pull the rest of the cards. All right. So apparently, Mr. Tyler was married to another woman who was there in his beginning, his prime, and even after he made it. All right, help build him up is what they're saying. I don't know that to be true. That's what they're saying. That's what's in the news. But I we'll do my homework and we can come back and talk about this maybe for the live. And we'll come for love and give more insight to that. Or maybe this trickles into next month. I can't see it not because guess what? Listen, they're married. So what I find is happening currently is everybody's in their business now because they're public. But apparently he met her on the set of what's the at the Pink. Y'all know the thing. They're not sponsoring me. Maybe that's why Spirit don't want me to say their name. But anywho, and on set, this love, I don't know if it's affair or story yet, but it seems like an affair from our viewpoint because he was in a relationship with Miss, don't know her name, we'll look her up later, because her sign may be significant. Going into this role he's in. And don't know if there was trouble on the forefront for them. And that's why this took but that's no excuse. I'm not giving y'all their backstory. However, let me give you a little bit more of the meditations that came in. And doing all this, we've already talked 6 minutes. First, let me give my greeting for those of you who do not know me. Good morning, Aries. Welcome back to A Goddess Divine Reflections. I am Goddess Divine Reflections, and around here, Spirit sets the agenda. I don't force the message, I just follow it, okay? Today, we're diving into your August love reading. Let's see who's showing up and why. We already see a few people. We have Tyler Lepley. We have Miracle Watts appearing to be a side watcher, cross watcher. But there was a few others. Now, I always talk about my husband, David Banner. Okay? And I might have to stop saying that. That's probably why I can't get one. But this is the ultimate Aries. And this is who I look at when the Aries is playing the good man. Okay? Right now, they're playing a bad role with the Tyler Lepley guy. But I also brought up the knock knee because that was significant because I've once dated an Aries and he was actually knock knee. So it's something about that foundation they stand upon. All right? And what they'll have you on. So, but we're gonna let the cards do the speaking because this could be significant about who stayed too long, who kept trying to make something fit that never fit at all. And we're going to let the cards explain, all right? So I've pulled your oracle. It's already come out, and I've laid your cards. And what we're going to do is a past, present, and future for you, and then a past, present, and future for them. Okay, Aries? So currently, your love oracle is saying to embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So this could mean you already knew you came into this broken in the first place. This could be a very big, significant soul connection that has to happen. They need to have this story help them become complete. Listen, and you come up in your own reading, but in their energy. Ooh, let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Because in your past, Aries, you have the trials and tribulations. So it does appear, and I'm not judging because I don't know facts, but we'll look into it. So, Mr. Lepley may have had trouble at home. There were trials and tribulations with this Nine of Wands. Just because she was there when he came up doesn't mean she was his piece. That's not fair, you know? And are we right to say that just because she was there the entire time she is due something? He probably paying her. Probably. He better be. Shit. She should have had her ducks in a row with whatever spousal, whatever supports and things that need to come if something were to happen. I don't know if a prenup but she should be getting spousal and or child support at this point. And I know that's not enough because her heart may still be there. But that's why I like to go and look at their signs, the side people. She's not a side, well, she's side now, right? But I'll go and look at her sign and see what she is and see how she comes up. But back to Miracle Watts, since we talk about these other people in a minute, guess what she is? A motherfucking Aquarius. I was so like, I don't know if I was disappointed. But I said, if I met my husband, which I already know David Banner's not slew-footed or knock-kneed, That doesn't mean that's always going to be significant to the person. Okay, they don't have to have a physical deformity, and I'm not calling that a deformity because guess what? I am not me too. Y'all don't go tell nobody. Okay, so anywho, that's why I kind of say don't do too much. But mine looks different, and I'm a woman. That doesn't mean I've been blocking. Yes, I have. I ain't gonna talk about us, but I'm an Aquarius. And so, if David Banner were to come in here, this is just suggestive reading. Okay, y'all don't go running back telling David Banner. This girl saying I've been saying I should have married him. I've come into contact with him about two, almost three times, real close proximity. But anywho, if he were to come in here with this kind of drama, slew-footed, untailored love, baby mama, whole marriage, but he's the one. Oh fuck! And I've come to know. I don't like bringing them up, but I give an example of Brene and Tim. Brene is a Capricorn, and I think Tim a Taurus. I gotta go look him up. Or was he a Pisces? I know he wasn't Aries. So, but what if it were something like that? That your love or lover that you've been waiting for all these years is tied up with someone else only because they were too young to know back then they weren't the one, and now they have kids, they have this home, they have this business, they have this entanglement. They have the entanglement. So, how do you look at that situation and say, do I wait? Do I fuck it up? Or do I just sit here and, what I'm looking at how you handled it potentially, Aries, is you got spiritual advisement. You had trials and tribulations. Currently, you're having spiritual advisement of some sort. So I feel like you counseled out of this and you counseled your way into this relationship. So we can't say that Mr. Slew-Footed Untailored Love didn't do this the right way. It's so funny how they got him on these little videos walking down the aisle doing that little thing, and I'm like, oh, I could see it. Y'all never saw it on camera because most of the time he was sitting down or walking. They don't show people's defaults on camera like they're short. Whatever they always bring it to a level that you would appreciate, would buy, and continue to watch. Now y'all see him from the whole viewpoint, and he walking a little bit. He ain't even walking a lot, and you're like, oh, right. Don't judge a book by its cover, bitch. You never know what they are embracing. So before I tell you your future, let's go to her energy because her or him. The Emperor is the past for Mr. or Mrs. other person. They had stability, they had authority, control, protection, they had discipline. They had a father figure, or they were one mother. No, this is father energy, period. This is no masculine energy at all. So this is what they had around them, exuded, and also had a balance of within themselves. All right? They were structured. This was divine masculine. Guess who this is? This is Aries energy. They possess all of this. They possessed your missing pieces, Aries, and this is why you were called to them. Even when things were broken, when things were missing and there were trials and tribulations, and you were connected to someone else. Now, in their present, they have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, hard working, took their time, or taking their time rather, because this is currently. They're reliable though. They're practical, they're efficient, they're patient, they're conservative, they're committed. They ain't worried about your feet or your fucking untailored suit. This is it. And I get it. And I'm like, oh, I never thought, hey, you never know. I get it. I understand. Now, will I go and still be a little cross watching and find out all the tea? Sure. You can't help it. It's all over social media. But what I'll say is, far as their outcome, he has the Two of Pentacles, the balancing act, or she has the King of Cups, diplomatic wise, balance between the head and the heart, devoted, advisor, generous, control, emotional balance. This is what he needed. This is what she needed. That saying goes, there's somebody for everybody. The slew-footed, untailored love. I cannot believe it. Who would have thought that could come to be the storybook romance at some point, right? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm sitting here like my mouth is wide fucked. But you know what? Everybody's person has a past. And just because you don't get to see it on the big screen or you don't get to have insight directly, everybody's everybody's person has a past. And if you knew most of it, if you knew what your grandmother did to keep Harry, hey, you'd have been like, bitch, what? Exactly. Listen, us women, we bury that. We wash it away. And how one of these Aries told me one day, she said, I'm just building them up. She went into that motherfucking relationship knowing, I'm just building them up. And guess what? Today, they still together. And she feels stuck, but that's her sign. She's the Aries, though. And the sign matters, because guess what? I don't see the sign on here, so I ain't gonna talk about him. There is this energy of Aries is already there. There's Virgo energy. There is Cancer energy, and there is potential Taurus or Sag energy coming up. So Aries, but this person was none of those. So every story is not gonna be significant. So to talk to the people who are not working, who is really untailored and stuff, this is not, if you do not get the spiritual advisement, if this person, it has to work both sides. Both of them are balanced though. Did you hear me read on any side that one is holding the other one up? No. No. They're both balanced. They knew what they were getting themselves into. Look at this. That's presently. That's the marriage ring. The Hierophant. They went into this knowing what the fuck they was about to. They are supported on both sides. Listen, the past and the present supported it. His past was rough. His future looks balanced. Her past was very foundationed or built on foundation of masculinity, protection, control. And in her, not to say she had this all the time or he had that all the time, right? But going forward, she had nothing but wisdom, guidance, advisement. Trust me, she doubted it. She did. She did. And you will at some point, or you have at some point, and you had to get the advisement. Or you went into it blindly and you fucked up. Like some of you did. So now do I get this for most of you? No, that's not the collective story today. But when I talk to those who aren't gonna make it, because I need to, in our closing oracle, right? You have this energy where the only way it doesn't work is because there's someone who's hard headed. There's someone who doesn't want to take control. I mean, get the control, or and it ain't even about get the control or take the control. That was spirit saying that's what they want to keep doing. It's not their job to. Whether they're man in the house and are supposed to be the leader, that's not their position. Fall behind till you get what you need, and that's what adult authority, control, protection, a father figure. That's what he needs. He needs a daddy. That's what he got missing. The one that ain't gonna make it into the future. That's where this spiritual advisement is still gonna happen, but you're gonna hopefully advise yourself out of it. Um, this is slow and steady, hard working. You're taking your time. You ain't leaving in August if you leave, Aries. If these are the fucked up ones, right? You're gonna get yourself balanced before you get out even. But you're gonna make sure you do it right. And you don't have no blood on your hands. And you leave that slew-footed, untailored motherfucker back where he needs to be, and you go on about your business, okay? Because this doesn't have to be you. This could be the person connected to you. But you're going to be wise about it. You're going to come out it healed. Your head and your heart's going to be healed because you know that this is a lesson. You have to embrace this. You have to embrace this because this was a soulmate too. So your outcome, courting, man, dating. This is for my singles. This is for my singles. And I feel like for those who are even coupled, this is what you need to do too. Get out there, date, court him. He's your friend, right? Be his friend. Be his, whatever you guys were supposed to remain. That's what I heard. Ooh. Man, we were best friends. But why the fuck did y'all become lovers? All best friends ain't supposed to make it to that point. I'm trying to make this balance on itself, and it did, bitch. All right, so yeah, be his best friend and say, look, you got to get yourself together. I've been here for X amount of years, and you still haven't. It's not me. I'm the problem, possibly blocking where you need to go. He may need to go back, move home with his dad, and get himself together again. Because something about this other side, if it's not working, is a masculine energy that's missing. This could be for you too, Aries. You and dad. And I don't see you not interacting. I feel like you're pulling your weight. You're balancing what you need. You're coming out of these trials and tribulations, but you do have something hanging on to you that you must embrace, pull in those missing pieces so you can get on and move forward in love, especially loving on yourself first, because you can't love yourself enough if you feel like the lesson is to build someone else to fuck up. All right, that is your monthly love message for August, Aries. Okay, if you made it this far, thank you. Drop a comment below if something resonated. We're continuing Love Week all week long. So if someone else is connected to you and they didn't come up in this reading, check them out in the ones that are coming, or even check out the generals because there's some significance coming from those messages too. Those were posted last week. But money and career are coming up later this month. Keep your notifications on because Spirit isn't done talking. I'll see you guys next reflection and next video. Love and light.